This is why celebrities are not moving to Canada, New Zealand, Australia, or Mexico. This is Baron reporting from LetMeGetThisRight.com. Have you wondered why all those loudmouth celebrities haven't actually packed their bags and moved to Canada? Well, now that we've had some time to hear their mindless excuses for backtracking, I have a theory on why. Prior to the November 8th U.S. presidential election day, there were many celebrities, public figures, and mainstream media blockheads claiming they would move to Canada should Donald Trump win. Then on election night, we were all pleasantly amused when the Canadian immigration website crashed due to high traffic when it became clear that Donald Trump was going to win, and Democrats from around the country were slamming the website to find out what it will take to make the big move out of the U.S. and to our neighboring country to the north. Well, almost as fast as the Canadian immigration website rush began, it was over. Just like the hollow promises the knucklehead celebrities who claimed that their promises to move out of the US and up to Canada were just a joke or a failed attempt at humor. But I have a feeling that there was a little bit more at hand. You see, all these hypocritical Democrats and airhead celebrities are huge fans of unchecked illegal immigration when it comes to the United States, but they must have been flabbergasted to find out that they couldn't just jump the Canadian border and start a new life. I propose that as soon as they found out that Canadian immigration laws dictate a stringent immigration process that takes many years to complete, they quickly lost interest. And unlike the US under President Obama, Canada actually enforces their immigration laws. But you don't hear these empty-headed celebrities running to the mainstream media crying racism over it. Here are a few tidbits about what would disqualify someone from immigrating to Canada. Criminal history. Having been convicted of a crime, including driving while under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Health. If your health condition is likely to cause excessive demands on health or social services. Financial. If you are unwilling or unable to support yourself or your family. Family. That's right. Your Canadian immigration application can be denied simply because you have an inadmissible family member. Plus, one can only immigrate to Canada if they fall into one of the very specific programs. You can't just show up and say, "Give me citizenship and give me benefits." You have to be either a high-skilled worker, a high financial worth individual who is going to open a business that will create jobs, or be self-employed, or be sponsored by a family member who is already a Canadian citizen, or be what's called a provincial nominee, where you are nominated by an official of a specific Canadian province. Could you imagine the hyperventilating if we applied just these criteria here in the US? The radical left would lose their ever-loving minds. But apparently, these types of immigration limitations are perfectly fine for Canada. So, these self-absorbed crybabies painted themselves into a corner. They read the Canadian immigration rules that they would be forced to go through the lengthy legal immigration process, which is something none of them want to do and many would never qualify for. These celebrities figured the red carpet and a fast track to Canadian citizenship would be rolled out for them like one of their pompous self-aggrandizing award ceremonies. So they had to backtrack on their earlier threats of moving away. But they can't levy their claims of racism or an unjust immigration system because they have already elevated Canada as one of the places to move if one wants to escape a Donald Trump presidency. And you have to find it at least a bit amusing that none of these open borders advocates ever talk about running away to Mexico, which also has extremely stringent immigration laws and a mighty big fence being built at their southern border to keep out illegal immigrants from Central America. Are these celebrities racist or something? Is there something wrong with Mexico or the Mexican people when it comes to escaping the Trump presidency? Oh, that's right. These airheads only like Mexicans when they're cleaning their houses, babysitting their kids, or cutting their grass. They don't actually want to live with or around them. Hence, they're huffing and puffing about moving to Canada, which, according to the 2011 census, the most common ethnic origins in Canada are European at 77%, Asian at 14%, Aboriginal at 4%, Black at 3%, Latin American at 1%, and multiracial at 0.5%. So, what do you think? Are these celebrities simply empty-headed morons and race-baiting hypocrites that aren't good for much but reciting lines that someone else wrote for them? Let me know what you think in the comments section. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one, and leave your comments below. You can also find more great videos that I'm curating from around the web on LetMeGetThisRight.com and check out my Facebook page. Take care, everyone, and God bless.